Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And today we're standing in front of Tomcat's brand new room addition. And this is going to be his safe room, his escape route when he has to get away from anything that's chasing him out here, whether it be wild dog packs, coyotes, whatever. He'll have a safe place to run to and get into. And I'll show you a few features of what I did here. Number one, we're looking at the door side here. And I put a window flap on there. And the way this works is, you got this little twist lock right here. You just twist that down, and then the little window can open up. Now I'm going to be putting a support on it so that it'll stay open about that far on the hot days, so that'll let some air through there. And then when I want to secure it, I just close it up just like that. Now this whole thing is actually the door, so you can open this whole side for cleaning out the cage inside of here. And like I said, I was thinking about putting this igloo inside of here so that he has a little extra hiding spot, like put it right about like that, and then this will have a hole cut through the screen into his existing cage so that he just has a little bit of extra room to move around. Now when he feels safe to do so, he can venture out through that little opening right there, and that goes a hallway that way. Now there is a ceiling in that hallway the same height as that opening, so something taller can't come through there. It would have to be something small like Tomcat himself. I could have actually made it even shorter and he could have scurried through there, but I wanted to give him enough comfort room so that he'll explore it, get used to it, and find out that's a good place to run and hide. So he'll have this door closed on most occasions except for cleaning, and the window I said open up on hot days. Then on this side I put another window and a window cover. And this is just all scrap stuff I had laying around. So now I can open this window up again, and I can look inside to make sure everything's kosher inside of there. And of course I'll be looking at the back of the igloo, so I won't be able to see if he's in it or not. But I'll be able to do that from the door of the other existing cage. So let me lock this back up again. So that works there. Then on this side, I put a little entryway with a cover on it so that he's protected from above in case something's sitting up here like a hawk or something like that. He can come up to the doorway here and sniff around, see what's going on. Now underneath this is going to be a carpet coated post, a 4x4 post going down, so that he can run up the carpet and scoot inside of here. And I'm thinking about notching the post so it comes up a little bit higher than the base of this, so that it gives him a chance to get up over the top, but something else can't come in behind him because it'll be too hard of a jump to get in there, too small of an entrance, but the cat will be able to, of course, squeeze through. And if you look inside of there, it goes right into the hallway, and then he would make a right turn and go out and go through the other opening in the inside of the cage to get to where he's going. Then up here, I put another little locking system right there and a flap. And you can look down inside of here, and I got a screen for the ceiling of the hallway right there at the entrance going into the whole box cage area, his room addition. So I can look inside of here, but also this area right here is going to give me a place to store cat food so that I don't have to worry about critters getting to it when Tom's out roaming around. So I'll be able to put cat food in here, and of course Tom will smell that through the doorway here when he's out and about, so he'll know there's always food at his cage. So that's my little idea. Now these cleats are anchored on, they're ready to go on top of the existing cage, and this is basically ready to install. I can always throw a coat of paint on it later and do a little bit of caulking on it. But I want to get him set up here as soon as possible. I was going to do this, get this thing installed today, but it was a windy day. The winds came up early and they were blowing at 24 miles an hour most of the day. So yeah, my wind turbine was working and making electricity, but it wasn't a nice day to be working outside. And of course, I've got a tarp over his existing cage to help keep him in a little privacy area, because cats like to have places to hide, and especially feral cats. They want to be able to hide away from anything that's out there, especially during the day, because cats are normally and naturally nighttime hunters. So they like to be up at night doing their thing, prowling around and getting mice and rodents and things like that and hunting. And then during the day, they want a nice secure place to where they can take a nap and not worry about anything bothering them. Because everything in the animal kingdom, everything has a predator that's looking for it. So the cat goes after the rodents, but there are coyotes and hawks and all kinds of other predators that would be going after the cat. But they're all daytime predators, so the cat likes to hide during the daytime so that it doesn't have to worry about those predators, except for the coyotes. They can be day or nighttime. So that's part of that part of it. Now, this is something. Harbor Freight. Hercules carbide, general purpose, 10-inch, 40 carbide teeth for hardwood, softwood, plywood, chipboard, laminates, all that stuff. Put it on my table saw here because the other blades I had here were getting pretty worn out. And I have to say, I was totally surprised for the price of this blade, which was, I think, just around 25 bucks or something like that. But that blade cuts so perfectly smooth and straight and no chipping whatsoever. And this is a board that I cut. Look at how smooth that edge cut is. No spirals from the blade, nothing. Just a beautiful cut. And this is redwood. Redwood is known to splinter, but no splintering on either side of this thing. And the other blades were splintering like crazy. So I have to say, tested, tried by G-Bear on G-Bear's Off-Road Ways, Harbor Freight's Hercules blade, and there's the number for it if you want to look it up. This blade is a very, very good blade and much worth the money. They'd be a little more expensive at Home Depot, but hey, this is just a trial, and I like it. I really do like it. So I'll probably be buying another one of those for my other table saw, because the blade that's on there right now is like a $275 blade, and it's for making cabinets. And that's a super smooth cutting blade. It has what they call chisel teeth on it. And these are offset carbides. The chisel teeth are flat, not sloped on the ends of them. So they actually chisel the wood, and they give you a really super smooth cut. I don't like using that blade for anything but cabinet building, but I do sometimes need the bigger table saw, because as you can see, it's got a rail on it that opens up to 36 inches on this side of the blade. So that gives you a little bit more options on working with larger pieces of wood. This one has an expandable table. This end of the table, you set this gate on the 19-inch mark, and then this whole table, there's two lock nuts underneath. You loosen them up, and you can slide that all the way out to the 24-inch mark. So you can get, I think it's 24. You might even be able to go further than that. But your new reading will be here, not here. So as you move it, it's right now set at 19 because it's closed all the way in, and that's then I can use this one to whatever I want to set it for. So if I set this at 19 and that at 19, and that's 19. But I move this bench out, every inch that I move out separates here, so it adds that increment on there. Nice little table saw. The legs fold up, and then it's got two wheels, and the two of the legs become the handles, and you can wheelbarrow it, roll it around the job site, things like that. And then this back plate actually pulls out too. These notches are so that the miter can slide through. So nice little saw. Just wanted to show you that. And giving you a break today from the garden house because we've been in there quite a bit lately. We're going to be getting back in there around the end of the week because I got to get the seed packages put together. And I was going to do that today, but the winds are blowing so bad. I'll be working in the breezeway with those, and they'd be all stuck up against the wall or blown across the desert or something like that. So anyway, that's what we have for today. Sunshiny day, just geoengineers couldn't stand the blue sky we had all day until probably around 3 o'clock. So they started their streaks across the sky, and they got some really long ones right past the sun there. Some real interesting shaped ones too. But anyway, that's all there is. Moon's out, I'm in. Tomcat's fed and closed up. Chickens are fed and closed up. And I'm going to shut off the lights here, and I'm going to close up and go inside. So thank you for joining me on this episode. G Bear says, don't forget to subscribe. It's still free. You really want to do it while it's free, right? So click that subscribe down there. Thanks a lot. G Bear signing off.